sometimes I feed up what you think of. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go, get out, get out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A second down throw for Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That time it was a drag route, and they were in man defensively. So if the quarterback has good protection, that's hard for a defender to hang on to, isn't it?
It is, because you're constantly chasing. And also those schemers on offense, what they're really good at doing is pushing routes deep, make sure that they're covered and respected, and then finding a mismatch underneath. Get your guy in a drag route, hopefully against a linebacker, a slower safety, someone who can't stay with him, and just run him across the field into a nice completion.
Let's go, let's finish now.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker, and he stopped immediately there. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number.
Hey, let's go.
They'll hand off to Booker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good game. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing.
And they talked about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Keenum. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Second down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he caught it out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go.
Running left, this is Booker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Keenum. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders from 10 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And out not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
Now looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Get out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Just beating the play clock. Keenum. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's it for the first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, now Keenum. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Keenum going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10, Keenum here again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll pitch it to Booker. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Let's go.
Now Keenum. This is Booker on the dump ball. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Keenum now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Booker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Booker. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Welcome back now to Denver. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to go. It's Booker. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 25 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And out now come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He's at the 30, 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here you go. 26.
Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Get out.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing now, Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That
no introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till a $1 million. Yep, like in the Kango Anna. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a chat, so I count on setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the cheek, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running.
we are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Prescott on first down. It's caught right side, turns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken down right at about the 15-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here you go, boy.
Keenum to throw on second down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. First and 10, here's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Booker's got it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now Keenum throwing on second. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Hearns brings it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 3rd and 2, Keenum. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Keenum going to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Keenum on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. Here's Booker on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Keenum now on second down. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, here's Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got his man. It's Williams. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. A first down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott now on 2nd down. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Prescott. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously, Charles. 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Keenum now on 1st down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Booker taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got Booker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, boys.
Now it's Keenum. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Throwing now is Keenum, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete, so their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Hips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I pack my.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a first down throw. Keenum. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Jones breaking from the contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, wait. Gun. Ready, go.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Keenum throwing on second. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Marquette King on to kick it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you get it done.
This is Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room and we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 32 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
21.
And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Ryan, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Keenum now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here you go, boys.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
To throw is Keenum. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Keenum. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Freeman again. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are in for 6. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a 1-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Keenum. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum, got to have this one. Left side here to Sanders. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
There you go. Hey, let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Get out. Wait.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Keenum now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Sound.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is I should slap it open-handed. Tough life. I told her model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Chris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't.
let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go, boys.
Keenum going to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Hey, go, let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Get up!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Keenum over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Flush to his right. The catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, now Keenum. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Keenum. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, Keenum. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to look deep down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Keenum. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Booker on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Running again and again. It's Booker down right around the 25. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Booker. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st down, it's Keenum. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devontae Booker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. This complete to Jones. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
22. No, Roger.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Keenum now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Third and short, it's Booker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down. And they'll try to run the game here with the running back. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Booker. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw is Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Keenum's going to throw it here. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes him.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.